Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Dr. Faiz Kirsten and welcome to this presentation. In the last presentation, or the previous one, we discussed how the Almighty Creator of the universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has included the mathematical code, specifically the number 7 in His name and the Basmala. Now, the Basmala, as you know, includes 3 of the 99 beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, namely Allah, His main name, and then Al-Rahman and Al-Rahim. And in this presentation, we will discuss the mathematical code in relation to another of the 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, namely Al-Ahad. Now, in Surah Ikhlas, or Surah Ikhlas, is actually regarded as a third of the Quran. Now, how do we know this? Well, once while sitting with his companions, the Prophet ﷺ asked them if any one of them was capable of reading a third of the Quran in one night. And when they could not answer, he said, "He is Allah the One," that is Surah Al-Ikhlas. He said to them that by Him in whose hand my life is, it is equal to 1/3 of the Quran. So this is Surah Al-Ikhlas, which is the 112th Surah of the Quran. And it reads, Kul hu Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid, wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Which means, say He is God, the one and only, God the eternal, absolute, He begetteth not, nor is He begotten, and there is none like unto Him. Now, in the third verse of this surah, many of Allah's 99 names are coded with the number 7. So, let's look at, the beautiful name of Allah, namely Al-Ahad, which is contained, in the third verse of the surah. And Al-Ahad means the one and only, or the unequaled, the sole one, the incomparable. So the letters in the name Al-Ahad are Alif, Lam, Ha, and Dal. Okay, Alif, Lam, Ha, and Dal. So now let's look for these letters in the words of the verse. So here we see the words of the verse. So the first word is Lam, and it only has one of the letters. And then the second word has 2 of the letters, which is Lam and Dal. The third word has none of those 4 letters. And the next word has 1 letter. And then the last word has 2 letters. So we have a number now, which is 21021. Okay. And this number 21021 is a multiple of 7 twice. Okay, so it can be divided by 7 twice, all right, as you see there. But now, even if you only count the letters in the word Ahad, which means one, and not Al-Ahad, which means the one, you still end up with a multiple of 7. So let's have a look at this, okay? So in Ahad, you have these 3 letters only. Alif, Ha, and Dal. There's no Lam, okay? So let's look at the words in the verse again, all right? And just looking at these 3 letters in those words, and then you'll see the first word has none of these 3 letters, because there's no Lam in these 3 group of letters. And then the second word has only one of these 3 letters, which is Dal. And the next 2 words have none of them. And then the last word also just has one of those 3 letters. So you end up with a number then, which is 10010, which is in fact a multiple of 7. So as we see that the word Al-Ahad produced the number 21021, which is divisible by 7 twice, resulting in the final quotient 429. And Ahad produced the number 10010, which is divisible by 7 once, resulting in the quotient 1430. Now, if these 2 quotients are placed, together, they form another number, which is 1430429, which is also a multiple of 7. Okay, so as you see there. So that is an amazing, mathematical code that Allah has put into His name, the number 7 code in His name, Al-Ahad. So some of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's other names coded in Surah Al-Ikhlas are these ones: Al-Mubdi, Al-Qadir, Al-Malik, Al-Samad, Al-Hakim, and Al-Muhsi, which is the accounter or numberer of all. Okay, shukran, and thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you taking the time. Shukran kathiran and jazakallahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.